The king is here! The king is here! What's up, everybody? This is Knuckle King TV. I'm Lucky Knuckles. I'm here to give y'all my weekend recap of the fights I was looking forward to. This was a great weekend for boxing. All the fights lived up to my expectation. Man, I had a great time. I enjoyed all the fights. I'm gonna start off like I did on my first video with Devin the Dream Haney versus George the Ferocious Kambosos, because Dev already killed the Emperor in the first fight, and in the second fight, it was pretty much what I expected for the most part. Kambosos tried to be a little more rigid, a little more rougher in this fight, which was smart. It was in his advantage because it wasn't much more he can do. Dev still is just a much better masterclass boxer. He outclassed him, outboxed him. It's really not a whole lot that George can do in this fight against Dev. Dev will beat him 10 out of 10 times. So what I expected to happen pretty much happened for the most part. I did expect Dev to turn up and like beat him a little worse, but George knows how to survive. Like, he's skilled enough and has enough experience to know how to survive and not get knocked out and not get fully taken advantage of. So you still have to respect him in the ring. But it still was a good fight. It was pretty much what I expected. So salute to Devin the Dream Haney, one of the youngest. He has all of those unified. He's one of the youngest unified champions in the history of boxing. I love what he's doing with his career. I love where he's going as far as historically what he's trying to achieve. He's always calling out the top fighters. He's always trying to track down the top fighters. And in the beginning, before he got out of belts, a lot of guys were really avoiding him and making excuses, but he's put himself in position to where you can no longer make excuses. Either come see me or stop calling my name, basically. So salute to Dev. Like I said, I love what you guys are doing. Love your dad. Love you guys, Camp. Keep up the good work. Now I'm going to go to Caleb Sweet Hands Plant versus Anthony the Dog Durrell. Now, I did predict that Caleb would win this fight, but I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't think that Caleb would be able to knock Durrell out. And not only did he knock him out, he knocked him out early and impressively. He pretty much went in there and put on a masterclass boxing clinic that allowed him to basically find he had an opening. He saw the opening, he took the shot, the uppercut was clean, dead on the chin, he was wide open, and he put him out. Also, what I will say, like a lot of times in fighting, the experience from the Canelo loss, even though he lost, he gained experience and knowledge of himself. So now he took that loss, found out what he needed to work on to be a better fighter, to build himself up. He also he added Breadman, which is a really, really good trainer, to his team, and you can instantly see the effects that an experienced, great trainer like Breadman added to a already experienced, skilled Caleb Plant. So this version of Plant, I believe he'll be very dangerous, and in maybe, I'll say 2 more fights, I would like to see him actually rematch Canelo and see if at minimum that fight be a better fight. If not, him even being able to beat Canelo, because number one, he's already saw Canelo get beat by another fighter and what that fighter used to beat Canelo. And number two, in the first fight, it wasn't that he was doing bad. It's just Canelo, Caleb is a guy who normally fades in the latter rounds, and Canelo was able to take advantage of that, pour on the heat later, and it really wasn't a whole lot Caleb could do once Canelo started going to the body, excuse me. So once again, salute to Caleb. He did a great job. I can see that he added some wrinkles to his game. So if he keep going in that direction, I would love to see Caleb versus Canelo too. Okay, on to my next fight. I'm going to go with the return of none other than Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Bomb squad all the way. His opponent was Robert Helenius, aka the Nordic Nightmare. I like that name, by the way. But at the weigh-in, I noticed that Haney was a real solid heavyweight. I think he's like floating around 250, either a little under, 247, or a little over like 253. But he's a real solid guy. He's a veteran guy. He's a guy that sparred with Deontay before, so he has familiarity with Deontay. But Deontay came back and silenced all the doubt, all the critics, all the, I don't want to say, it's just that when you kind of go away, people have questions. So let's just say Deontay exceeded all the questions. He knocked Haney. First of all, the knockout was vicious, not in delivery, but in outcome. So they was kind of filling each other out in the first round. Haney is slowly was cornering Deontay into the rope/corner. Once Deontay back hit the ropes, Haney looked at that like an opportunity, like, let me jump on him. Wilder caught him with a punch off the back foot that he didn't even fully extend. It was like the tip of a punch. Like, I'm starting to punch, but I met your face before I can extend. He caught him with the tip of a punch, and it literally looked like he killed him. Haney instantly went into convulsion, locked up. He was basically almost seized on the ground, eyes rolled in the back of his head. It was actually even a little scary for a little bit, but he fully recovered. He was able to come back. He wasn't hurt as far as now, and that was a great thing. Even Wilder was so scared, he was down there crying and praying for Haney in the ring. But like I said, the delivery wasn't destructive, but the outcome was extremely destructive. Another first round KO for Deontay. Welcome back, champ. Man, you delivered per usual. It was an exciting, just ridiculous knockout. So the knockout streak, I won't even say streak, but your knockout ability carries on. Looking forward to seeing who you get in the ring with next. I would love to see Deontay versus Usyk, although after this, I'm not sure Usyk want no trouble with Deontay. Really, Deontay against any of the top guys makes for an exciting fight because Deontay got that one-hitter quitter, and if he catch any heavyweight with it clean, night-night. Once again, salute to the Bronze Bomber. Welcome back. Love that you came back. We missed you. On to my next fight. For my next fight, I'm going with Claressa, the GOAT Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Now with Savannah, I thought, so let's go here. First of all, Claressa won as I expected. And like I thought, Claressa was outclassing her. So Savannah's real tough. She's a really solid girl, real tough. She has boxing skills. The problem is Claressa is the best, basically. Savannah was good, but Claressa was great. So Claressa was able to take her boxing skills, her abilities, her athleticism, and her defense. Her defense was key in this fight because if you can't move and you can't dodge any blows, then what Savannah does is smother you. So if you sit there and you take all that punishment, by the end of the fight, the attrition gonna kick in, and then she can take advantage of you. But because number one, Claressa is as strong when it comes to boxing, she's definitely more skilled. Her ability to hit and not get hit in a large portion of the fight put Marshall at a disadvantage. So I did expect Claressa to beat her worse. So Marshall came gamed. And even in the 11th and 12th round, she tried to pick it up, tried to turn up and really bombard Claressa, smother her, lean on her, tire her out. But Claressa was just too good. She had already put too many big, good, impressive punches and blows and heavy hits on her in the first 10 rounds. By the time the 11th and 12th came, although Marshall turned up, it was really not only too little too late, but Claressa was still able to take the blows she was given and dish out her own. So it still wound up being a great fight, a great showing. From what I saw, the stadium was sold out on TV. Congratulations to women boxing. It's actually brought not only a lot of attention to women's boxing, but this will give other women the opportunity to put on bigger shows, get paid, pushed the sport as far as women are concerned, etc., etc. So salute to the GWO. Good job for Marshall as well. Like I say, she actually came game to fight. It's just she was good, but Claressa was great. Salute to both women. I was highly entertained. Great fight. And on to my next fight. The one I really was waiting on, and it did not disappoint. It was a big treat. It was a great fight for women boxing. And the two opponents was, what's my girl name? It was Mikaela Myers versus Alycia the Bomb. I call her the Bombshell. Baumgartner. Man, so in this fight, not only, it was a great fight, first of all. Both fighters came ready to fight, game to fight. They gave it they all. It was a match of styles. It was a match of grit. Like I say, both fighters, all the crap that they talked, they brought that to the ring for the most part. Now, Myers she was able to display her great jab in the fight because she's she's longer than Alycia anyway. So she was able to display her great long jab on Alycia. The problem was the shorter jab of Alycia was more stunning and was packing more power. So even though Myers was able to jab, she didn't really have a second gear. That was not only her, that was pretty much like her only weapon in the fight, as opposed to Alycia was hitting her with that sharp, strong pow jab. Alicia's very strong, very athletic, and it's like I said in my first video, like everything is starting to come together for Alycia. And when that happens, like when you're a competitor and you internally know this, it not only shows in like how you carry yourself, which makes you look cocky, but you bring that to the ring. You bring that mentality. Somebody gotta beat the champion or the fighter out of you. And if you're not able to do that, that person normally wins because they believe it's that self-belief. You can't stop me. I believe I'm the best, and you're gonna have to show me I'm not. And that's essentially what Alycia brought to the ring. So she was able to hit her with that strong jab. She was able to catch Alycia a lot of times in exchange. So she make Alycia miss, then catch her with that strong either hook, jab, or overhand, and it pretty much was that the entire fight. So as the rounds went on, it did get a little closer, but you can clearly see, unless you're biased, you can clearly see that Alycia was the stronger fighter. She delivered the more devastating punches. Because like I say, although Mikaela had a great jab and she utilized it the whole fight, she didn't have another gear to really come in and show her dominance in the fight and show how she was hurting, or could even hurt Alycia. But Alycia delivered a lot of hurting and damaging blows throughout the fight. She won. In the end, her hand was raised. It made her a multi-belt champion, and I think she's a 130-pound division. Like I said, I wasn't disappointed. It was a great fight. Salute to both women. I actually would like to see them run that back. Although currently Alicia's trying to unify with the last other champion, which I can respect that. If she does unify, or if and when, you know, I'm a big Alycia fan, she does unify, I would love to see her double back and basically bring Myers to America, bring her to the States and run it back again. So once again, salute to both fighters. Salute to all the fans. This the boxing, I used to be the boxing king. It's the Knuckle King. I had to change. There's too many boxing kings out there. It's the Knuckle Kings. I am Lucky Knuckles, though my best friend called me that. Coming at y'all again. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.